Hey guys, it's Captain Medina here. I'm going to show you a couple things in this video, a couple early game tips that you need to know to kind of go get through the early game pretty easily. And this is of course Chapter 2 in Grasslands, right? Three things I'm going to show you is one is going to be how to get early weapons or early weapons for Cloud, Aerith, and Barret. The second thing I'm going to show you is how to get your Summon Titan pretty easily. And the third thing is how to get a bunch of AP. Now, right here, what I'm going to show you, this is the first, it's when you progress through the story. In this box, I already picked it up, and it's the weapon you see right now that Cloud has. It's the Sleek Saber. You'll be able to get that early game on, and it's a really good weapon up until, of course, you get to Chapter 4, and you got to get other things here. Now, your next weapon right here, you would obviously need to progress through the story to get. But you need your chocobo, right? Once you get your chocobo, then you can go and cross this lake with your chocobo. Once you get across of it, I'll show you the location following up on here. This also progresses through the story, right? And you'll be able to see that too right now. But progresses through the story, what you want to do is you just want to get past these rocks, these stone, like the stone bridge right here. Go through the bridge, and then you'll be able to see Barret's a high caliber rifle that you're able to get for him. So these early game weapons actually help out a lot, mainly because they have a new materia slot. They have an extra materia slot on those weapons, just so you could utilize the materia you get from Chadley, which is the one where you'll be fighting. You'll be using to fight the Summon Titan, right? So with all that being said, these are the easiest ways to get these, and it's a very easy tips to go and do. For instance, this one, like I mentioned to you, it takes you through the tutorial, but just kind of get it early on, especially if you're playing on dynamic. I'm set on dynamic, so it's kind of based on your skill level, so it's kind of a lot harder, right? So especially if you play the first one, if you played it throughout and you played a lot of it, then it gets very, very difficult. And the bosses, of course, in Final Fantasy Remake and also Rebirth, there's just no joke. So, with all that being said, all these weapons and all these tips are going to help you kind of strive and get past all these early levels so that you can just keep going on throughout the story. Now, I know this is open world on the Grassland, so it's a huge map. There's a lot of things to cover. But right here, once you see it, right here, basically, with that box across the little lake, this is where you'll get Barret's high caliber rifle. So once you get that, what you can do now, the Aerith's weapon, right? First one's going to be Abandoned Dock for Cloud's weapon. Right there is going to be for Barret's. Now, Aerith's is actually right at the Bill's Ranch, right? Bill's Ranch is going to be where you get your chocobo. It's obviously when you're progressing through the story as well, but you're going to see it on the right of the shop. So on the shop right here, when we're going to it, to the right of it, I kind of missed it a couple times in the beginning, but then I just saw it right now. Onto the right of it, you'll see this box right here. That box is going to be with Aerith's weapon, right? You're going to get her Timeless Rod. And I'll show you guys what that looks like right now. The Timeless Rod, like I mentioned to you, most of it is beneficial because of the fact that you have more slots. So if I were to change this one to the Timeless Rod now, as you can tell, the guard stick only has 2 materia slots, and the Timeless Rod has 3, and it has one that combines with the other. So what you can do is, for instance, if you have auto cast materia, which is very, very effective, very good to use, and you put a healing materia on this, what's going to happen is it's going to cast, the Aerith will cast healing materia automatically, right? Which is very, very useful. So you want to make sure you get those 2 materias, and you can get them from Chadley. From Chadley, once you go around the world and get all that, get all the towers and get all the other stuff, you can get that from Chadley. Now, Barret, same deal here with the high caliber rifle. He has 2. He has 2 here, and you can set them up. Again, auto cast materia, which is the way to go for that. I'm not playing Barret currently, but you want to make sure you have auto cast so that it can go ahead and cast them for you whenever. Typically, I put auto cast with healing just in case, because what they'll do is Aerith or Barret, whoever it is, will be able to just cast healing once you're low automatically, and you don't have to worry about that throughout any of the fights. Now, the second biggest step is to get Titan, right? Titan is a summoning that you can get early on, and it's actually very, very strong. And what you can do with Titan, I fought that boss early on with Chadley, and it was just a pain. It was just a complete pain, right? And what I did basically I had no idea, but once I learned how to get these, it's divine intels around the map. Once you go and get these divine intels, what happens is you can go ahead and hit this glowing shard that's near that map, and that glowing shard will lead you right to where the Titan shrine is at. Once you get those 3 shrines, then what happens is that Titan summoning, it basically gets so weakened that you're able to beat the boss. And I'll show you that later on through the video, but it's very easy, and these are the 3 locations that you'll be able to see it. So first one is right here. Whenever you see a glowing shard like that, that means there's a summoning within the area, right? And that you're able to do the shrine for, and also just weaken the boss when you go to Chadley. So Chadley will talk once you get to your first one, basically saying, "Oh, there's sparking minerals. Go ahead and hit the mineral, and it'll lead you basically to that summoning ancient shrine, right? It'll take you to that." Alrighty, and then once you're at the shrine, basically what's going to happen, Chadley will talk to you, let you know kind of what you need to do to get through the shrine. But you're going to go through a little sequence, just kind of sequence of pressing X squared, triangle, circle, right? Depending on what the sequence is. And it's going to have you remember it. Once you do that, then you go ahead and get the shrine. And it will tell you that's going to basically decrease the boss's difficulty, right? When you fight him through Chadley. Alrighty, the next location is going to be on the right side. This is going to be the Divine Intel 1. Remember, you can always fast travel to all of the spots that you already got. I got the tower right here that was able to show me where the Divine Intel 1 is. So, got that taken care of. Used my Chocobo, just basically went straight all the way, and then that's when you'll be able to see it. And if you can't find the location for it, it's kind of hard, kind of difficult at first. So if you can't find the location for it, basically just hit those gold items on the ground. So that one I just passed right here, just hit those gold items, and then that little wisp will go ahead and show you where that location is at. As you can tell, it's right here. It's just basically going to lead you to wherever that shrine is at. So it will go ahead and take you there. And then once you're there, it's going to be the same exact sequence. Go ahead and just do the sequence, and it's going to decrease the boss battle for you. And then again, like I mentioned to you, these towers are so useful. So whenever you see a tower like this at all throughout the map, just go ahead and get it, right? Because two things come from it. One, it's going to show you where obviously the next shrine is at or the next areas are at, which is a huge plus. So always you want to go and fight any, kind of do all of those quests that are near that this shrine tells you, right? So when you activate this, of course, it's going to show you all the new stuff that's located throughout that area, and all the fighting simulators that you see, all the like the two swords, all that good stuff. Do it because it gives you a lot of AP and XP, right? And then also completing those gives you party XP like you just received. Now, another cool thing about these is that when you hit these boxes, you get the Moogle medals. Those Moogle medals will basically give you it's a currency to buy for with the Moogle, with that little guy that always calls you Kupo, and you'll be able to see that too. So very good items you can buy from him. You can buy actually a bunch of good equipment in the beginning, which is really nice. But once I got this tower, as you see right there, I got the Divine Intel 3, which is what we need. So Divine Intel 3 is going to be up here, and this is going to be the third shrine to go ahead and activate so that you can go ahead and make the Summoning Titan very easy to beat, right? Super easy. You know, when I was fighting him at first, it was extremely hard, and I didn't realize how hard it was. But he was hitting me for 500, 600, and keep in mind, your health right now is like 1,300 by most, right? I'm only level 19 currently, and it was just hard, right? And then another tip in tricks, if you see right here what he's doing, is he's senting on the ground. You just press up on the D-pad when he's sent on the ground, and whenever you get an exclamation point on your head, and then press down on the D-pad, and you get items that the Chocobo can send, right? Can get. Right now it's just an emerald, but I've got instances where I've gone 1,200 gil, and it's actually insane. It's pretty cool. But going back to the summoning, when I went ahead and got, you know, the 3 summons, it made life so much easier for the boss. Because the boss was doing 500 before without any of these shrines taken care of, and with it taken care of, he did roughly like 50 damage or 20 damage. It was like crazy how he didn't do nothing to me. It was actually insane. So that's why I would highly recommend getting these, so that the Titan can be just insanely easy to finish. And of course the Titan's resistant to wind, so wind is like just spamming wind honestly on him in general to stagger him, and then use all of your attacks on him makes it super easy to win the fight. And I'll show you that later on. And then once you're done getting the Divine Intel 3, basically go ahead and go back to Bill's Ranch when you're going to go back to Chadley, right? A couple of things with Chadley that you need to get. So Chadley, we're going to go find the summoner right now, but Chadley gives obviously the materia you can make, which you can see here. You can make a bunch of materia, right? It's going to give you the option to do it. And the materia you want would be the autocast, right? When you click develop materia, it's going to be the autocast one, the one that I had that I showed you previous. But when you go to the Chadley Combat Simulator, you're going to go ahead and go to Summon Titan. Now, as you saw, there's 3 marks for Summon Titan. You want to go to the bottom one where it's the weakest. You're going to still get the same results, but obviously getting the shrines make it extremely weaker. So, as you can see, once we're going to go fight him, we're going to be using Wind Cutter for the most of the fight, because it's going to stagger him and get him pretty super weak on this, which is what we need, right? And it's just significantly easier. Like, he does 13 damage, 3145 instead of 400. That's extremely easier. So it seems like the shrines are a necessity that you need to get. But yeah, feel free, enjoy the video, enjoy the fight. A couple things after the fight that we'll kind of go over, but within this fight and the next tip I wanted to give you would be getting AP and maximize and pretty much max leveling your materia, right? The best way to max level your materia, in my opinion, and it seems to work. I actually got like roughly like 4K to 6K within an hour. Because what you can do is you can just spam basically you can spam the training simulator, the combat simulators for the mobs, for the 5-round mobs, which we'll get after this. And when you spam that, it takes around 2 minutes to get roughly 40 to 50. And when you go ahead and do that in 2 minutes, if you do it quicker, of course, some ones I got it super quick and some I didn't, but just on a rough amount, if pretty much 60 minutes within an hour, you get 30 runs in that. 30 times roughly 50, it's like 1500 AP for your materia to get upgraded. And of course this is going to be all around. This is going to be all your materia you have with every single one of your characters that's equipped currently. So that is just significant, right? And that's huge. And also if you get a materia, it's called AP up, it will increase that by 100%. So it's also very, very, very useful to have. Once you get all that done and everything taken care of on that end, then it becomes very simple, very easy, and it's going to be easy to level up before you get to basically chapter 3, chapter 4, and so forth. But by all means, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Like I mentioned to you, I will show you in the next segment kind of how much AP you get and how fast the rounds are. With the combat simulator, right? With doing just the 5 rounds with the other easy mobs. I'll show you how fast it is. It's very simple how to do it. But do your thing. By all means, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope I helped you out. I'll be posting more videos once I learn more. I'm the type of guy that tries to figure everything out first and try to give you guys as much information as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do. And if I can do it, I can definitely do it if I find it out. I don't like to look anything up, but I want to experience everything on my own, so I'll kind of dig deep and see what I can find, and of course post it for you guys, help you guys out with that too. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow this channel, trying to get it going. I'm playing video games of all type, but please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what else you needed help with, what else games you want me to play, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. But other than that, guys, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I hope this guide helped you out, and enjoy the rest of the video and have a great day. Thank you.
Good job. Let's do that. Let's do this. Any last words?
This one's for you. That wasn't so bad.
Congratulations on toppling Titan. Though legendary,
His earth-shattering strength was no match for your own. I'm sure he'll provide you with steadfast support. And rather large ones at that.
Gone now. Sloppy. It's over. Never mind. No time to waste. Let's do this. That's that.
That's over.
You're dead. Feeding time. Going in. Gotcha. Only the strong survive.
Go on!
No hold. You're dead. Small wonder we won. This ends here.
Go on!
You're dead. Sloppy. This ends here.
Get him!
I gather from your expression that you're eager for more. If there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know.